Oh, what a hit. Well, you've got this much talent. You can't be dormant for as long as Hazard's been. Is this going to be the season where Eden Hazard finally announces himself at Real Madrid and steps up to the plate? In today's video, we're going to be checking out some Eden Hazard clips from his time at Real Madrid so far and having a little bit of a discussion about where things have gone wrong for Hazard and why this season could be the year for him to finally break through and leave his injury-ridden past behind him at Real Madrid. If you do go on to enjoy, make sure to leave a like and do get any other suggestions of players that you'd like to see me reacting to in the comments down below. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this one and see just what Eden Hazard has been up to during his time at Real Madrid. Obviously now going into his 4th season at Madrid, and so far he's had 3 tough years in Spain, I think it's fair to say. But even during those 3 tough years, there have still been those brief flashes of quality, of which we'll be checking out in today's video. So he still has that ability to go ahead and wriggle out of those tight spaces, has that little bit of a burst of pace, and that close control is still very much there to take it away from defenders. It's sort of like a trademark move for him really that we saw during his Chelsea days. And then the lovely flicks and the awareness and the playmaking still there as well. I think it's been such a shame really, the story of Hazard at Real Madrid. You know, a couple of really big injuries for him which has severely limited his game time. The most La Liga starts he's started since moving over to Real Madrid has just been 14 in a season. But after their Champions League final victory, he seems more motivated than ever. In terms of actually being in shape as well, he looks the best that he's ever been since he signed for Real Madrid. And if we can see more of this, that clever playmaking, that link up with everyone else around him. Look at that! 2 touches and he lays it off to someone. Oh, what a hit. Well, you've got this much talent. You can't be dormant for as long as Hazard's been. And it was such a big, money move, such a big profile move, over 100 million, taking that number 7 shirt as well from Cristiano Ronaldo. But if we can see things like this more often over the course of a season, if he really has left those injuries behind, then who knows what's possible from Eden Hazard this season in a Real Madrid shirt. Because if he can get anywhere close to what he was like at Chelsea, that's basically a new signing for Real Madrid at this point. The link up with Benzema is there. When you've got 2 players of that intelligence, that's always going to be present. And probably the biggest sticking point that a player like Hazard is going to have is, where is he consistently going to play across this Real Madrid forward line? Benzema cemented into the place as the centre forward now. After the season he's just had, I think that Vinicius is locked in on that left hand side, coming off the back of his best ever season in terms of goals and assists. So maybe it will be a case of Hazard being a little bit more central, or perhaps even playing out on that right hand side. But if that's what it takes, he's got the skill set to go ahead and do it for me. First touch is just immaculate, and then those cheeky chips of a finish. That trademark cut inside, finesse into the far post. Because there's no doubt that this transfer has to go down as a massive flop as things stand, but the ability is absolutely still there from him to make something of this Real Madrid move. And with him seeming more motivated than ever, who knows? It's those little turning circles that he's just so effective at. Because when he is on top of his game, he is undoubtedly one of the best dribblers in world football. Look at that. And because there was a sustained moment in time where he was by far and away the best player in the Premier League, and an argument for at one point probably the third best player in the world behind Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. That's why Real Madrid outlaid so much money on him. I think even in pre-season, the stuff we've been seeing out of the club, just physically, he looks like he's bulked up a little bit, put some more muscles on, looks in shape. Well, that's not always been the case for him at Real Madrid because of fitness issues and different things like that. But a motivated Eden Hazard will be so much fun to watch, because really he is a player who's been completely dormant for these last 3 years at Madrid. And a player as good as Hazard can't bow out like that to his career. I still think he's got a big season left in him. First touch is just absolutely immaculate, isn't it? Scoops it around a few people, and we have seen some clips, to be fair, of him occupying those spaces in off the right hand side. I know he does prefer being in on the left and able to cut inside, but clips like this coming in off the right, get past someone and then go ahead and whip across him, I think that could be the future for Hazard. I really do. With the players that Madrid currently have.
The winner of that contest.
Winning little fouls as well, drifting into tight spaces, and generally being that playmaker. He opens the pitch up for other people. And this is probably the biggest thing for Hazard. Does he still have that little burst of acceleration which made him absolutely unstoppable at times at Chelsea? Because I still think he's got that technical ability to be able to operate in those tight spaces, have those little turning circles, but it's a question of, does he still have that physicality to have those rapid bursts of acceleration which make him unstoppable? That's when he is at his best, and physically that will be the demand from him this season, because if he does still have that to his game, there's no reason why this can't be the comeback season for Eden Hazard. I love the dummy. The awareness, spatial awareness of everyone else on the pitch is just second to none. You could watch a whole compilation of just that. And when you do go through compilations like this, you do realise that he has had more moments at Real Madrid than probably a lot of us have really realised. And I know this is, 3 seasons worth, but even so, there's still a special player in there for me. There you have it though, guys. I want to know from you, what are we going to see from Eden Hazard heading into this season with Real Madrid? Are we going to see a comeback season, or is that wishful thinking on my part? Let me know down below, but thanks for watching. If you did go on to enjoy, do leave a like and do stick around and subscribe for some regular content coming out on the Planet Football YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.